fixed it. I guess it's just because these aren't perfectly aligned with one another, but you can't tell with this texture and the top of the stairs. You can tell with this texture on the bottom. We just need to put something behind that, which will make it so you... I know. We'll just put another layer of these behind it. And then, yeah, good. We won't have any light shining through. Shouldn't really matter too much there because we're going to have a wall there, right? Let's find out where exactly the wall will be. We're going to need to fix that, aren't we? Make this very small. There we go. And then we can put it back. No one needs to know there's a big pit under there. It's a secret pit. But it seems to be causing some weird, like, shadowy bug on it. I don't know why that is. That might just be a temporary visual bug. Why have I not lined this up properly? Gosh, and why haven't I made it its own building? It's going to be really hard to select to line up properly. There we go. Oh, we missed a bit. There we go. Great. Easily fixed. I see. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. That can be fixed easily enough. Should just be all the roof bits, right? I do want them all in one group. There we go. Is that... Oh. Cool. Fixed. Whoa. Whoa. Didn't mean to do that. Let's start working on what the edge of the tunnel to see where that can be. I guess there. It should be the same width at every point along here. I'm going to give a little bit of leeway on it just because I don't want to accidentally fuck it up. I don't want to decide at some point that I need some like indent and then it's impossible to make one without like adjusting everything. Okay, there was some like weird bit of flashing there, but I think it was nothing. That's fine. That little corner there, I don't care about that. Look at me, not caring about a thing, a tiny detail which I shouldn't care about. Jeez. The terrain makes the camera behave funnily. I think I'm going to want to just make a segment of this tunnel and then just copy it a bunch of times. So that's what I'll do. It's going to be a little bit of a pain trying to line this up perfectly. I think the best way to do it, you just have it like overlapping just the tiniest bit like that. I'll make this really small and then I'll make it bigger. We're probably going to need to do that a couple of times. Actually, oh, that's basically there, right? That's basically already what I want. I guess, look, it could do with being so slightly smaller. And then it shouldn't matter like that it goes right to the edge, because I'm gonna have like some kind of like thingy holding it up. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna make this into its own building as well before we continue with it. You and you split from your groups and join together in unholy matrimony. Do want something like that. Maybe if it's smaller. Let's see. Great, that's how we want it. I know it looks a bit funny, but it won't look funny when there's another bit there, right? Then it will look fine. The trouble with these is, oh yeah, we can put them like, make them colorful of some kind. Make them blue. Blue seems to be the only color that actually sticks to these reasonably well. blue like the sky, right? We gotta trick people's brains somehow into thinking they're not in a tunnel. Because people don't like being in tunnels, I guess. Annoying that the color looks different. When it's the same color, it looks different on this one to on that one. Like, why do that? It's just that the texture is different on this one, I guess. Fine. Guess we just have to live with that. It doesn't matter if it sticks out a little bit. Just that sticks out about that much. We gotta make sure this is the same on both sides. Then we just make this meet that. I think I might make it tiny first and then well, better control. I don't know about the blue. Is that? What? Did I do something? Why was it like that? Am I not in 90-degree turn? I am. Oh. It's... No, it's fine. Okay, I guess I must have grabbed the blue ball. I must have blue balled myself accidentally. In the immortal words of Tobias Funk. Funky, is it? I blew myself. Maybe that's why I don't like the blue, because it reminds me of the blue ball. Yeah, I don't like the blue. I don't like this blue, at least. Maybe it just needs to be a bit brighter, or... I mean, it could be like a rainbow thing, I guess. I think I prefer like a teal. Maybe. Maybe it would be better just in white. If only the white were actually white. I guess these things just have a slight blue tinge to them in general. I guess if we shine a torch on them, then they don't. Oh, is the blue tinge like the blue tinge of being underground or something? Is that what we're looking? Because they actually hold the color a lot better when you shine a light on them. I think in that case, we probably want some kind of a warm color. I think orange works. It's kind of... Need something bright. And we need some lights. I might just do light strips inside these. It's probably the most straightforward way to do it. Maybe it would be better if we made them all white. It always is, isn't it? We always come... It's very on brand for us to make them all white. Hmm. There's no like curvy one, so I would have to like manually curve it. I'm gonna have to bend it like Barry here. Like that hit movie about a girl who wanted to play soccer and then she learned how to bend it. Was that it? I watched that movie. I don't really remember it. I think it was about a little girl who wanted to play soccer. And that's what she did in the end. Is that right? Is that what it was about? Does anyone even remember that movie? Am I the only one? Did I just imagine it? Maybe I dreamt it. It's not even a real movie. Was that movie just made by like the David Beckham Foundation or something? Like I think that was the first I ever heard of David Beckham when that movie came out. Maybe I'd like vaguely knew he was a soccer player or something. He was probably huge in like the UK, right? It's just because I'm in Australia, I'd never really heard much about him. I mean, he married Posh Spice, didn't he? I'd heard of Posh Spice because, well, you know, spice up your life. I watched the I did I remember watching the Spice Girls movie. That was a good one. I mean, I say it was a good one. I enjoyed it as a little kid because I like the Spice Girls, but it was probably a terrible movie. I can't imagine it was any good. I don't know if I'd be game to watch it again to find out. Maybe some things are better left just in memory and not revisited. Everybody in the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. Uh, back when pop was like really manufactured. Back in the good old days. I mean, pop is still just as manufactured as that, isn't it? Occasionally you get like someone pop like become popular who isn't manufactured, I guess, but then they quickly become caught by the industry, I'd imagine. Da 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 da. Now you might be thinking, oh no, it's done all this, he's going to have to do the same thing on the other side. But no, hopefully we won't have to do the same thing on the other side because I'm just going to copy this over if I can. I think the easiest thing to do will be to select it all and then deselect the bits that we don't want selected. Okay, that's good. Now we just need to fill up these bits potentially with something, don't we? Because I don't really want the light shining out the back. Actually, do we care? They look a bit weird the way they overlap at the back, but we're not going to be looking at that very often, I don't, or at all. I mean, we're only just going to be using this corridor like this. We're going to be walking down it like this. We're not going to see those bits. We're only going to see the light they cast, which is helpful for us. So let's just do this. How do we get like the right view so that we can... It's hard to see what I'm doing in this. I think I need to get this down. And like... I think with that in, it kind of makes me think that actually I want this lower. Maybe I don't. I think it makes me want to do... I think what it makes me want to do is this. Move these so that you can see the whole thing. And then we'll make it lower too. Actually, let's make sure we're not moving. Excuse me? Why has it done it like that? And then grab the whole thing. Make it lower. Yeah, that definitely looks better. It does probably mean we have to, not that, we have to shrink the sky a little bit. Oh shit. Ow. Why have I been sitting like that? Oh, I was sitting on my foot. I just realized and pulled it out and it's like a bit pins and needle. Probably I'd cut off circulation to it. That's pretty smart of me, wasn't it? Can we? Why isn't there just a half one of these? That would be really useful. The closest we have is this, I guess. Oh no, there is a half one. Well, not quite, but close enough. I want to see how it would look to have that bit be filled in. Just need to shrink it down a bit. And a bit more. Oh. Uh-huh. It might not be at the same angle somehow. I mean, you'd think it would be, wouldn't you? But it's a bit hard to tell from that edge. Maybe I'll do it from this edge. I mean, we can adjust the angle actually by doing this. Do I like it that way better? Are these not all in the same group? All of them are except that one. What? How did this one was in the same group as the others, right? Did I accidentally split it? I must have like... There must be like a keyboard shortcut to split it, which I accidentally pressed without realizing it. Okay, so that side versus that side. Which do I like better? Also, whoa. It's not... It's without the lights on. Probably gonna have to put more lights